So, the Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal has come and gone, and there's been a ton of gameplay coming out, as well as a lot of information about the exact details of the game. Personally, I'm excited. I grew up playing Call of Duty, especially the Modern Warfare games, but ever since I switched to PC, I haven't really been playing much COD, because as much as I do genuinely enjoy the game, the PC offerings for COD are pretty slim. Also because fuck Black Ops 4 right up its overly monetized ass. But this year we're getting full crossplay between the consoles and PC for Modern Warfare, which immediately got my attention, because not only is the Modern Warfare setting coming back, but the game also won't be dead in a matter of months on my platform. However, not everyone was all that happy about PC crossplay. To be fair, the COD fanbase normally isn't all that happy about anything, but this was bad. Even by COD fanboy standards. Now, before we get into all the angry tweets I've been seeing, let's go over the facts. According to various YouTubers who were flown out by Activision to play the game early and get footage early, when queuing up for a multiplayer mode, the game will prioritize the platform you are playing on, meaning if you're on PC, it will prioritize PC. If you're on PS4, it prioritizes PS4, and if you play on Xbox, not sure why you'd do that to yourself, it will prioritize Xbox. Now, if the game is having trouble finding enough people to fill the lobby, like if it's a less populated game mode, then, and only then, will it start pulling players from other platforms to fill up the lobby. The only game modes that will pull players from all three platforms by default are the big 20v20 and 50v50 modes, where obviously they want to make the matchmaking as fast as possible. It's currently unclear how it'll work if you're partied up with someone on another platform, but I doubt it'll have much of an impact overall. But I go back to what I said in the previous video. The vast majority of Call of Duty players are on console. This is an argument that I've seen people making that I just don't understand, that letting PC players into the crossplay pool with console is just going to dominate they're just going to dominate every lobby, the game is going to be ruined for console players. But look at the sales of Call of Duty games on console compared to PC. Even if the rumors are true and that all three platforms will be forced into the same pool at all times, it is still going to be like 90% console players. The PC accounts for about 1/10 of COD sales every year, if that. Even if the game had full crossplay by default in every single mode, you would still only be running into PC players about every 10 games or so, if that. But leave it to the COD fanbase to blow everything out of proportion, as always. I haven't seen toxicity towards the PC community this bad since, well, crossplay was announced for Modern Warfare. So let's take a gander at some of my favorite toxic COD fanboy tweets about crossplay. If I'm seriously forced to play against mouse and keyboard players, I might skip the game. Yes, because there is no mouse and keyboard on console as it is. And God forbid you play against someone on a different platform. So mouse and keyboard versus controller is a thing? If so, that's a hard pass. Again, people have been mouse and keyboarding on console for a long time. In fact, they've even added mouse and keyboard support natively to the consoles. I don't know how this is new. Then JGod, who, by the way, was actually at the reveal, he was there, he played the game, said, didn't seem like an issue. To which Art Attack still responds, the range of motion advantages with the mouse and ability to perform button clicks is just disgusting on PC versus console. This is my favorite thing about the COD community. You are literally talking to someone who played the game and is telling you it didn't seem like an issue. And that's still not enough. They still gotta complain. Can PC players use mouse and keyboard? If you're good, it doesn't matter what platform you're playing on. Exactly. We've seen so many examples of controller players being more than capable of keeping up with mouse and keyboard players. And it also should be noted that just because someone's on mouse and keyboard, it doesn't mean they're a god at the game. But then Death Shots comes in with some biting commentary. If you're good at school, but the teacher hates you, there is no chance to get a good mark. The teachers are you mouse and keyboard players on console. What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Now, this one may seem really snarky on the surface, and it is, but I actually think it's really important. Joins lobby. Is that a mouse? Back out. What looks like normal shit talk here is actually a solution to all of your problems. If you don't want to play with mouse and keyboard players, don't do that. It's that easy. So keyboard and mouse do play with controller users, like we have to, or never ever. That would kill the game. Yeah, no, never mind the fact that the biggest shooter in the world is Fortnite. which has a very open controller on PC community and had controller players in the World Cup. Crossplay controllers playing against mouse and keyboard will kill the game. So console players are fucked then. Well, yeah, with that attitude, 100% they are. If you go into this game just expecting yourself to get killed over and over again by mouse and keyboard, congratulations, you're never going to get good at the game. But is there a setting where I don't have to play with PC players? I finna not die around a corner because a motherfucker got a better frame rate. Oh boy, I've noticed something with a lot of console players that they think having a higher frame rate just like makes you a time traveler, but no, that's not how it works. So if I'm playing a game at 144 frames per second and you're playing it at 60 frames per second, I will see things smoother and I will see things just fractions of a second before you do. And it's not even that I'm seeing them first, it's just I'm seeing them smoother. There are literal frames that I'm seeing and you're not, which is what makes the game smoother on PC and makes aiming with mouse and keyboard a lot more precise, because we physically can see things that you can't in between the frames that you're getting. But that doesn't mean I can shoot you around corners. That's lag. That's you having bad internet. And that won't change. Okay, this is probably my favorite one. If PC players can play with Xbox One and PS4 players, couldn't PC players use cheats? Yes, and also PC players could script a cheat to trick the game into thinking and PC players could script a cheat and also PC players could script a cheat to trick the game into thinking they're using controller when in reality they aren't. I'm sorry, if you actually think PC players scripting cheats to make the game think we're using a controller, if that's actually a concern that you have for this game, wow. The COD community just reaching at anything they can right now. And finishing things off is probably the worst one I saw all day. Responding to a Charlie Intel tweet that revealed that Modern Warfare will not have a season pass. All the DLC will be free to everyone, which is great. But according to Christopher, rather have a season pass than crossplay. PlayStation with Xbox is fine.
Okay, that was fine.
First off, PlayStation with Xbox is still that's still crossplay. And secondly, you would rather have a season pass than have a game as big and as successful and publicized as Call of Duty essentially set the standard for gaming that crossplay is to be expected now. Because that's really what's going to happen. And that's one of the reasons why I'm actually really excited for Modern Warfare, even if the game is shit. Even if the game is terrible, it is at least going to push crossplay forward into the mainstream. And I think that's really important. We've been having crossplay with Fortnite and then smaller games like Dauntless, and I think Dauntless has crossplay, and then Rocket League, which is, moderately sized, and Minecraft, which is really big, but it's not what you think of when you think of a multiplayer game. When you think of multiplayer games, big budget multiplayer games, Call of Duty is one of the first ones that probably comes to mind. And for a game that big to openly have crossplay across all platforms, all three, I think that's really, really important for the industry. Even if the game is shit and I play it for 5 minutes and then never play it again, I'm at least happy that this is happening, because it means we're going to be seeing a lot more mainstream crossplay in the future, and I think that's great. And I know for a fact that this is something that COD players have been asking for a long time. And I know that COD players have also been asking for no season pass for a long time. But no, because you might maybe sometimes play against a PC player, you now would rather have a season pass than crossplay. Fascinating. The COD community is fascinating. I remember now why I stopped paying attention to this stuff. So what is my point with this video? My point is that crossplay is a really good thing for the industry. I truly believe that. I truly believe crossplay is the future for the gaming industry. But I also know that if you're a console player and you don't want to play with mouse and keyboard players, just a minute of research on this game will inform you that you're not going to have a problem. When matchmaking, the game prioritizes you with your platform and your input device first. So if you're a controller player, it will prioritize controller lobbies. And then in the lobby, it'll show you what input people are using, so if you don't want to play with the mouse and keyboard player, you will see before the game starts if you're about to do so, and you can back out. I fail to see how this hurts anyone. But no, apparently people are skipping this game. Apparently it was even a question that had to be asked if PC players can use mouse and keyboard. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. My toodles.